Hi, let me show you how to make the simplest and easiest bust caging. So you can see how nice it is. I'll show you how to prepare it. But you know that to get started in making a bust caging, you need your bustier already joined together. This video is strictly about how to make the bust caging area, okay? So I've joined my bustier together. So I went ahead to mark the areas where I will be caging. So the part you will be caging, it starts from your under bust. And the under bust area is not difficult to know because you know that's where the curves of your bust starts from. So I'm just going to roll vertical and horizontal lines where I will be placing the bunny on to create the cage. So another thing you should take note of, if your bustier is flat, your bust caging will be flat. And sometimes if your bustier is curvy enough to accommodate your boobs, your bust caging will still be flat if you do not do it right, okay? So here, I'm still chalking the parts, like chalking the lines where the bony will be passed through, right? So you should know that by the sides, you're not extending it to the side because you know our seam allowance is there too. So you leave like 2 inches from the side. So now the first part I will place a bony on is on the first line. Okay, so I do not have a plier to remove one, like a strand of the bony this thing from it so that it can gives me the curve I need. But I did something to make sure that it is so curvy. So I'm going to show us what I did as we progress. So what you do, you place your bony, you sew. You are going to sew on both sides, and when you're sewing, you make sure that you're only sewing on the flat part of the bony. It has a very tiny line. That's the line you follow on both sides when you're stitching it. Another thing you should do is you don't drag the bony when you're stitching. Instead, spread your fabric, drag your fabric so that the bony is entering fully, because if the fabric is packed underneath the bony, your bust caging will not be curved. Okay, so I'm just going to follow all the lines straight like that. Then we'll follow the curve. Now, this is what I did to my bony because I don't have a plier. I notched. Now, the notched part I notched now, I didn't notch it too much. I just notched a little part, and that's just the tiniest part at the both edge of the bony. You know, there's this sewable part. That's where I notched on. You can see how it's falling as I'm notching it. You can see how it's falling, right? So I notched on both sides of the bony to get the curves I want. So I'm just going to follow all the lines I've rolled out. Another thing you should take note of, I have done this bust caging before. It's on my channel. It didn't come out like this. And the mistake I know I made on that one is that the bony I attached, they were not enough. And then this use of plier, they've not even started using plier to make the bony more curvy. And again, my ironing game too was not that good. Do you understand? So as you're sewing it, you're sewing the both side of the bony down. So as you're sewing it, you're spreading your fabric. You can see how it's coming out curvy already. That's because I notched both sides of the bony. So here you can see that I've attached all the straight lines. Take note of the ½ inch on the upper part of it that we used to turn the main fabric and the lining, okay? So this part now, just watch how I'm placing all the bonies, okay? So like I said, the more bony you have, the more structure it gives to you, okay? So I know it takes a lot of time to do this, but if you want it to come out well, please take your time and put enough bony, okay? So you can see how I'm doing it. Don't drag the bony at all. Just place the bony and spread your fabric very well. Make sure that your fabric is flat, okay? So you can see how I'm sewing it to it. So I will follow the curve, okay? It's going to meet with this other one at the sides. So when I get there, I'm just going to tighten it, and after that I will run the other side of the bony down also. Can you see how curvy it is already? It is the notching that I notched the bony that is giving all the curves. Then your bony placement on the fabric too matters a lot. You can see that after attaching this lower part, you can see that it is now curvier than it used to be. So you just stick around and see when I attach the remaining two to it. You will see how nice it will come up before doing the finishing. So at this point now, this is what we have. So the small bony I have is already finished, so I needed to use the big one for the mid part of it. I don't advise you use a big bony, okay? This one is just at the middle and it's not going to affect anything. That's why I'm using this big one. Use the smaller bony. It's even lesser than half an inch, okay? That one will curve better for you. So after fixing this one now, I will go ahead and fix on the upper part. I'm going to put it like so, round, okay? So I will do that off camera, and this is what we have. Can you see how nice the curves are? You can see how pretty they are, right? Now don't forget that we are still going to turn this curve. We are going to flip the curve to the wrong side. So I went ahead to attach boning all through the lower part, and this is what we have. I've attached the boning. You can see how nice it is. So we need to flip the curve to the other side. Do you know why? Because when you're turning with the main fabric, this is the lining of the corset I'm making. So you get that. So you flip it to this wrong side so that by the time you turn with your fabric is resting on the wrong side. The wrong side of your fabric is resting on the wrong side of the lining. So you can see how I'm ironing it, right? Make sure you are molding it. Please don't mind my tailor's arm. I did it myself and I've been using it like that for years. It's been serving me. Fold it, mold it, mold it. Make sure you are using a steam iron. Do you understand? If you don't have a steam iron, soak a fabric inside water and place it on it. This bony, they are very flexible with heat. So any direction you iron it to with your iron, that's where it will go. Do you understand? So you can see that after ironing it, the curve still came out the same way at this other side. So what are you going to do? I took my hemming gum. I just cut it into smaller pieces that I know that will go through the length of the corset part to the under bust, okay? So I just went ahead to arrange the hemming gum on it. So after arranging all the hemming gum, the next thing we'll be doing now, we'll be placing our fiber. At the end of the video, you will see the results. Like I showed you from the beginning, you will see the results on the main top I was working on. After turning with the right side of the fabric, I will show us. So you can see the fiber, right? This is the fiber I have. Some of the fibers are not in pieces, okay? But this is the one I have at home. So I decided to use it and it came out very well. So what you do, if you have this kind of fiber, just spread it on it. Make sure that it is not too big. So you spread it all through the bust area that we caged. So after that, I went ahead to soak a pieces of fabric inside water. I now placed it on it. Then I ironed with my hand, still molding. Like I still try to mold it, okay? So as you're ironing, you are arranging the bust cage accordingly. So now this ironing, it took me a lot of time, okay? I cannot show all of the process here because it's just the same thing I'm doing all through. So you are just going to press it down. You can see the side I've pressed that is flat. So that's how you will do it. You make sure you iron it very well. Don't be in haste. If not, it will not come out well. So go ahead and iron it properly until it is flat enough. Then after you've done that, the next thing you will do now is to go ahead and trim it. Okay, trim it following the part you chalked where you did your bust caging on. Trim all the excesses away. So after trimming all the excesses away, you are going to bring your hairstay. Okay, you need hairstay. So place your hairstay on it like so. Then you are going to use the hairstay to hold the fiber to the main fabric. Okay, so Now you need enough steam in your iron to do this thing very well. So if you have an iron that does not have steam, just sprinkle water on your own, or soak a rag inside water and place it like I said earlier. Okay, it will do the work. But you need to do a very 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 good ironing work. Me, I don't like ironing at all, but for this one I gave it my time and it came out very very well. So what you do, you're just going to iron the hairstay down, like go ahead and iron it all over the area you caged. So after ironing it, okay, if the hairstay you cut did not cover it fully, go ahead and add extra hairstay and cover all the fiber. Okay, then you make sure that the hairstay is sticking so well to it. So after that, this is what we have. So like this, now your bust caging is ready. You can go ahead and turn with your main fabric. After turning it with the main fabric, this is what we have. You can see how pretty the corset part is sitting, right? So that's how I made it. If you want to see the full video of the corset, I will be dropping a detailed video very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.